All right, everybody, Kyle, Good Motor Cars. Update on the 63 Chevrolet. Project that never ends. We're ripping out the interior because the inside of our gas tank is rotten. And I've got a new gas tank that I got to put in, new sending unit. Ordered all new carpet for it. So we're ripping this all out. We're going to put Dynamat down and redo the interior here. So we're going to start ripping out the carpet. All right, a little update here. A new fuel tank is in, new sending unit. Kept the original straps from the 63, still worked. So we got that in. Test fit here on the carpet. We're still moving that around, cutting some holes, lining some things up. Got a new steering wheel. That's going to replace that one. Of course, remember we got no power steering, so we needed to keep a little bit of a bigger wheel to steer this thing. We're putting new rubber on the pedals. That's been real fun. And we got all our Dynamat underneath, sound deadening, heat, all that kind of stuff. So we got new rubber weather strip to go around the doors. We're gonna put that in. This is the tank cover. This is the original, I guess it's a reprop, but it's kind of a cardboard cover that goes over that. We got new seats. We're building the seat mounts. You'll see here in this video, we welded these things up, painted them. They're going to sit in here like so, and we got to burn some holes in the carpet, get them bolted in, and get the new seats in. So, and then we're going to get a new shift boot. Probably have to fabricate something there for the Hurst shifter, but it's coming along. We put new armrests on the doors. They didn't have armrests when I got this truck, so we just got some repops from that, and we'll just keep on going, cleaning things up here. So that's where we're at. But I want to show you something when we continue to deconstruct our truck here. This, if I did mention it before, this 63 pickup truck that I have, I don't know, I bought it probably 10, 12 years ago. And it's kind of been a never-ending project. We've put an engine, we've rebuilt everything, the engine, the transmission, the driveline, the rear end, wheels and tires, everything. We're going through the interior right now. But we kind of it was built, I believe it was built in the late 80s and 90s at some point, kind of a backyard build. And so we're going through and deconstructing some of that work that people did on it, and the previous owners. And these were the high back bucket seats that were in it when I got it. Pretty vintage 80s stuff, right? Like light blue plaid type of cloth. And they appear to be out of a van. Well, doing some checking, I mean, real sketchy too. Look how they were bolted in. This was like bolted right to the floor. They cut them out off the mount of it looks like a van. Well, you would think that these would be Chevrolet, but being that we're the Vehicle Identification Specialist Company, we found this buck tag underneath here, and these are Mopar seats. So I'm guessing Dodge van that those seats came out of, and someone put on retractable seat belts from a General Motors vehicle, and if we look here, it tells us they're out of 1976. So we got some vintage stuff all kind of cobbled together here. Dodge van high back buckets with 1976 GM lap belts. So those are out, those are gone, and we put in some low back buckets, and we just ordered some new retro retractable belts for the old 63. So there you go, another little piece of history on this old 80s 90s hot rod. All right, another little retro piece here that, look at here. These came with 6x9 Jensens in custom boxes. Those are going back in. I'm going to mount those in the corner of the cab behind the seats. And I'm also sticking with old school, look at that, Jensen bass boost cassette player. Staying with it. We're going to do it. We're going to put in frickin' Motley Crue or Guns N' Roses, and we're going to rip it through these Jensen 6x9s. Stay tuned for that. All right, it's a hot one out here today. We're on the shop trying to get this 63 Chevrolet worked on here. We got new seats. I got Dynamat in. Test fit the new carpet. But we got to get these seat brackets lined up. So this is kind of what I'm going to do. These got to be welded in these 4 spots right here. So time to fire up the old welder and see if we can make it happen. Alright, we got her all welded up here. Here's our finished product. You can see that I painted over, I ground and painted over the welds just so they didn't look as bad, but I think they're good. I welded them on both sides, so hopefully that's going to work for our seat mount. And we're going to, we got 4 holes drilled, so we're getting there. Stay tuned.